fans, we're back with our next match in the first round of the 2004 Jeff Peterson Memorial Cup. The man you see in the ring right now, the Southern California superstar Puma, fresh off his dates for New Japan Pro Wrestling Ranimi, as he is set to take on one half of the NWA Florida Tag Team Champions, Mikey Tenderfoot.
This should be a hell of a matchup here in the first round of the Jeff Peterson Memorial Cup. Mikey Tenderfoot making a huge name for himself throughout the Southeast and has recently invaded Combat Zone Wrestling, but now he's taking on New Japan Pro Wrestling USA's very own Puma.
Puma just had a successful match against IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Heat, falling just short in a match to win that title, one of the most prestigious junior titles in the world, held by men such as Jushin Liger, Chris Benoit, Black Tiger's Eddie Guerrero, and a whole bunch more. But right now he is going to have more than his hands full with Mikey Tenderfoot.
Mikey Tenderfoot, one half of the NWA Florida Tag Team Champions, along with his partner Justice. Like you said, he has his hands full getting into the ring with this young superstar, Puma.
These two men are going to go at it right away, I think. No feeling each other out here. One of these men is going to try and take somebody out early. And right away, like I said, Puma connects with a drop kick and a snapmare on Mikey Tenderfoot, and he unloads with a big kick to the back.
Well, that's obviously going to get the attention of Mikey Tenderfoot. Picked up, nailed with a wicked power bomb. Puma going for the quick win and gets 2.5 early.
Star Stevens right there to make the count. Tenderfoot kicks out. He's caught with a big kick. Waistlock into a German with a bridge. He may have him 1-2, and Tenderfoot somehow gets out.
The flexibility of Mikey Tenderfoot never ceases to amaze me. This kid can take a German suplex and get absolutely leveled right on his neck, and he comes back. Well, right now he don't look to be coming back from anything.
Big body slam, and Puma's going to the top. What does he have in store for Tenderfoot? At his knees, Puma comes off with a drop kick, but Tenderfoot slips aside and is able to catch him with a drop kick of his own. Tenderfoot able to recover quickly from the onslaught of Puma, who ducks the kick, goes behind with a waistlock, looking for another German. Key lock by Tenderfoot, and he has one cinched in here. Arm wrenched back behind Puma, trying to take him out right here. Submission. We could have a winner very early. Star Stevens in, looking on Puma. Is he going to tap out here? Puma in trouble, leaning towards the ropes. Is he going to be able to make it as Tenderfoot locks it in? But yes, Puma is able to make it to the ropes, and Stevens starts to count, and Tenderfoot has to break, but Puma slips to the outside.
Mikey Tenderfoot obviously modifying his game plan. Sees Puma coming out like a house of fire, and he knows he's got to go for the win early. Beautiful! Look at him taking out Puma.
Unbelievable corkscrew plancha from Tenderfoot. Just grazes Puma. Both men the worse for wear on the floor. Tenderfoot's knee crashing into the cement. Star Stevens down, checking on both men, seeming to be okay right now. Stevens gets back into the ring. Mikey Tenderfoot on the outside, grabs Puma by the head and throws him back in. He's obviously not done with him yet.
You can see absolutely no padding on the floor on the outside of the ring here at the Peterson Memorial Cup. If you're going to take yourself and throw yourself over the top rope, you are coming crashing down to that concrete floor, and Mikey Tenderfoot obviously damaging that knee early.
Sends him into the corner, looks in a big roaring elbow into the corner, and Puma is staggered. Tenderfoot with a double underhook, could be a butterfly suplex here, catches him, Tiger Driver, and Puma's in trouble. Tenderfoot hooks the leg, Stevens count at 2, and Puma kicks out.
What an incredible matchup, and like I said earlier, Tenderfoot obviously having to adapt and modify his game plan. Tenderfoot likes to get a feeling out process going on early in the match. He likes to know what he's in there with, but look at him with the Tiger Chung Lee-like chops to the trapezius muscles of Puma.
3 big chops to the neck of Puma, and Tenderfoot slow to follow up, taking his time here, trying to slow things down with this kid. Big body slam in the corner, and Tenderfoot sets him up. What's he going to do? Zips up and drops him with a big chop.
Wicked chop right to the chestal cavity of Puma. This kid's got to be hurting. Once again, he started out on fire. Now he's fighting for his life when he's in there with Mikey Tenderfoot. Beautiful snap suplex taking him over.
Nice job as he floats over quickly, and Puma kicks out at 2. Star Stevens right there on the scene, trying to make the count, but Puma's able to slip out the back door. Tenderfoot takes him into the corner. What's he going to do with him? He's asking for a little bit of quiet, and a big chop to the chest of Puma.
Trying to rip open that chest of Puma, lays in another wicked knife edge chop right across the chest of Puma. What's he going for here?
Has him look, he was going for a roaring elbow, but he has a triangle choke over the top of the ropes. Star Stevens counting. Puma cannot get a win this way. Tenderfoot in the ropes, but he's doing a little bit of damage, and Tenderfoot's in trouble.
A little bit of damage, and the kid knows what it's going to take to win this match. He used that 5 count to his advantage, choking out Mikey Tenderfoot, and now he comes in and's obviously got the upper hand.
Snapmare takes him over with a drop kick right to the small of the back. Tenderfoot feels it. Puma with a cover and a count at 2.
And the small of the back of Mikey Tenderfoot is obviously not that small. You got a nice big area there. Hit him with the drop kick and take him out. And look at him going to work on the legs of Mikey Tenderfoot.
Puma once again going to work on the left knee of Mikey Tenderfoot. That's the same one that hit the concrete when he missed the corkscrew punch just a few minutes earlier. He's wrenching back on the ankle. Tenderfoot in obvious pain. Star Stevens asks him if he wants to give up. Tenderfoot says no way, not in the 2004 Jeff Peterson Cup, and he makes it to the ropes, forcing a break.
Conditioning coming into play huge in this match. They started out a house of fire. Now things have slowed down a little bit, and Puma has shown that he's very capable of going to work on the submission moves himself, and is going to work on Mikey Tenderfoot's leg and is giving him the business.
Big dragon screw on Tenderfoot, and he's in trouble. Goes again. He's got him in an Indian deathlock sort of here, and he is just wrenching back on the knee, and Tenderfoot's in trouble. We may have a winner right here, right in the middle of the ring. Mikey Tenderfoot not near the ropes. He is in obvious pain. Stevens count of 1, and Tenderfoot comes back up, but he is in serious trouble here as Puma's going to work on the legs of the larger Mikey Tenderfoot.
Look at the leverage that Puma's got on the legs of Mikey Tenderfoot, using that foot to push against Tenderfoot to wrench down even more and cause even more agony on the knee of Tenderfoot, who somehow breaks the hold.
Manages to get a couple of chops to the chest in of Puma, who forced to break the hold, but Mikey Tenderfoot may be having to be going on one wheel here. That left leg is in serious trouble. Puma hooks him in, looks like he's got a vertical suplex, and drops him right on the back of his head. Tenderfoot's in trouble. Puma with a count, 1, 2, and Tenderfoot kicks out.
I'll tell you what, Mikey Tenderfoot taking a wicked brainbuster by Puma, and still somehow has the presence of mind to kick out, and gets a beautiful leg drop right across his throat for his troubles.
Tenderfoot in trouble, and Puma being very smart, going right back to the leg, maybe going for a single leg crab here, trying to turn him over. Little kick to the back. Is he going to get him turned over here? Yes, he does. He's got the single leg Boston Crab locked in, and Mikey Tenderfoot in the middle of the ring, nowhere near the ropes. Puma may have him here. Star Stevens checking on Mikey Tenderfoot. Is he going to be able to tap out? Is he going to give up? Puma's wrenching back on that left leg of Tenderfoot, but Tenderfoot somehow makes the ropes.
Somehow makes the ropes is right. This kid is in obviously all kinds of pain, and Puma taking advantage like the ring general that he is, directing traffic in her. Oh, look at that. That's going to be it. How much more pain, how much more agony can Tenderfoot's knee take?
Nice job by Puma continuing to work on Mikey's knee. Mikey likes to use the aerial attack. Mike likes to work from up top, and Puma's taking the bigger man off his feet and equalizing the size advantage that Mikey has, and he gets a 2 count and locks in a rear chin lock with a knee right in the middle of Mikey Tenderfoot's neck.
You're absolutely correct, Lenny. Mikey Tenderfoot's the type that likes to fly all over the ring, fly outside the ring. Puma has taken that part of the game away from Mikey Tenderfoot, and he's brought him down to the mat where he can look at that beautiful savate kick right to the back of the head of Puma.
Puma looking for an enziguri, but he's caught with a big kick from Mikey. And oh, both men just kick each other dead in the head. I'm sorry, I was going to say he was looking for a dragon screw, but Mikey caught him with an enziguri, and both men are down, knocked silly, with a big kick from each other right to the head.
What a beautiful combination. Both of these young competitors showing their martial arts background. Mikey Tenderfoot, not the type that runs around bragging about the fact that he's been trained in about 16 different forms of the martial arts. Look at that beautiful kick by Puma, comes up empty. Mikey Tenderfoot with the big left hands takes him down with another.
3 big left hands, and Puma's rocked in the corner. Irish whip reversed by Puma. He follows it up. Mikey catches him with a kick right to the arm, and a roaring elbow has Puma sent to the mat. He could have him here. 1, 2, and Puma kicks out.
Star Stevens right on top of his game tonight as well. He was there for the 2.5 count. Mikey Tenderfoot, we said earlier that he wasn't going to be able to go up top, but here he comes. Beautiful missile drop kick. Takes Puma off his feet. This could be it, Lenny.
Mikey's slow to cover, but he follows up, floats over, didn't hook the leg. Count of 1, 2, and he kicks out, but Mikey right away goes for the cross arm breaker, and Puma's hanging on for dear life. Mikey Tenderfoot with a cross arm breaker, and Puma's in all sorts of trouble in the center of the ring. That elbow capsule's being bent back. Puma doing the only thing he can, trying to get to his feet, and he makes it to the ropes to break the hold.
What an unbelievable matchup. Every single time you think that one of these guys got the upper hand and the match got to be coming to an end, they reverse it and they take over themselves. Puma coming back with a forearm right to the back. Mikey Tenderfoot with a wicked arm wringer. What's he set him up now? Beautiful.
Catches him with a pump handle turns him upside down right on the back of his head. Tenderfoot still feeling the effects from his knee, crashing on the concrete earlier. Floats over, count of 1, 2, and Puma slips out.
Come on, Star Stevens. You know I'm not a cheerleader. I'm not the type of guy that's going to sit here and cheer for somebody like Mikey Tenderfoot. But for God's sake, these guys at NWA Florida have fought to get into this Peterson Cup. They don't have all the independent smarts going crazy for them. They've got a lot to prove here tonight, Lenny.
Tenderfoot maybe taking too much time going up to the top rope. Puma catches him and dumps him off after a couple of chops. Another go behind. Hasn't been a double chicken wing, but Tenderfoot fighting, trying to get away from him. Another double underhook. What's he going to do with him? Catches him with a suplex, with a bridge again. 1, 2, and Tenderfoot with the presence of mind to get that 1 foot over the rope, forcing the break, and Puma maybe getting frustrated here.
And you hear the fan appreciation here at the Brandon All-Stars. They know these two young men are giving it all that they got. Mikey Tenderfoot escaping from the claws of defeat and coming. I don't know, this looks like it might just be delaying the inevitable at Lenny.
Catches him right away, floats over, cross arm breaker. Puma's in trouble, he's tapping right away. What amazing maneuver by Mikey Tenderfoot. His knee in agony, able to float over, but still locking the cross arm breaker. But Mikey Tenderfoot advances, although he sort of looks the worse for wear right here, as an amazing match here in the first round of the 2004 Jeff